In a small village in Mexico, there lived a kind mother named Maria.
She had a little boy named Juan.
They did not have much money, but they had love. Their home was full of smiles and simple joys.
Maria worked every day to take care of Juan.
She cleaned, cooked, and sold food in the market. Even when she was tired, she never stopped. She wanted the best life for her son. Juan was a happy child who loved to play. He laughed, ran, and sang songs with his friends. But deep down, Maria worried about the future. She wanted him to have more than she ever had.
One day, Juan got very sick.
His smile was gone, and he could not eat.
Maria took him to the doctor. The news was bad and the treatment was expensive. Maria had no money for the hospital. She cried alone at night, holding Juan close.
But she knew she had to stay strong. Her son needed her love and courage. Maria sold her jewelry and her only radio.
She even stopped eating full meals to save money.
Her body grew weak, but her heart stayed strong. She did all this to save Juan. Juan saw his mother's pain. He didn't understand everything, but he felt her love. That love made him fight harder. He wanted to live for her. A neighbor saw what Maria was doing. She told others in the village. Slowly, people came to help. They gave what little they could. Even the doctor was moved by Maria's story. He lowered the cost of the treatment. He said, "This is not just a sick boy. This is a story of a mother's love." After many days, Juan started to get better. He smiled again and played a little. Maria cried happy tears. Her gift of love was working. Juan returned to school with new hope. He studied hard and helped his mother at home. He wanted to make her proud. He never forgot her sacrifice. This story is not just about being poor. It is about being rich in love. Maria had a strong heart. That heart gave Juan a second chance. Many mothers are like Maria. They give all they have for their children. Their stories are quiet but full of power. They are true heroes in this world. Sometimes we feel small in a big world. But one small act of love can change everything. Maria's gift was not big in money. But it was big in heart. Love can heal. Love can give hope. Love can open new doors. Maria's story proves that. You don't need to be famous to be strong. You don't need money to give. You just need love. And Maria gave all of hers. When we hear stories like this, we remember what matters. We remember kindness, courage, and family. We remember that we are not alone. There is good in this world. We all face hard times. We all feel pain and fear. But we can choose love. Just like Maria did. Her story reminds us to be thankful. To hug our family a little tighter. To help others when we can. Even small help can be big to someone. Juan is now growing up strong. He wants to be a doctor. He says, "I want to help children, like my mother helped me." Maria's gift keeps living on. Maria's love did not stop with Juan. It touched the doctor, the neighbors, and now you. One story can travel far.
One heart can touch many. If you feel tired or lost, think of Maria.
She had nothing but gave everything.
Her story can be your light.
Keep going, your love matters too.
Life is not always fair, but love makes it beautiful.
Maria did not wait for help. She became the help her son needed.
We all have something to give.
A smile, a kind word, a helping hand.
These things matter.
They build a better world.
You are stronger than you think. You are more important than you know.
Your love can change lives.
Just like Maria's did. Maria never asked for praise.
She only wanted her son to live. But today, we honor her strength. And we share her story with you.
This is not just Maria's story. It's the story of many mothers, fathers, and families.
It's the story of love winning.
And it gives us all hope. Now you've heard their story. Maybe it made you smile, maybe it made you cry.
But most of all, we hope it made you believe.
Believe in love, in people, and in yourself. You matter. Your story matters. Like Maria, you can give a gift of love.
The world needs more hearts like hers.
Thank you for watching and listening. This story was real.
It was full of pain, but also full of hope.
Never forget, love is the most powerful gift. More stories like this are waiting. Stories that lift you up and warm your heart.
If you want to hear them, stay with us.
Let's keep spreading light together. Together, we can build a world of kindness. We can share stories that matter. We can give others hope, just by listening and caring. That is the true gift.
Maria's gift was simple, but it changed a life.
Yours can too. So take this story with you. And go make the world a little brighter. Want more stories like this? Then like, share, and subscribe. Let's tell the world that love still lives here. And it starts with you. Chapter 1. A quiet village and a loving family. Maria lived in a small village in Mexico. The village was quiet and full of trees. People knew each other and helped one another. Life was simple but full of love. Maria's house was made of wood and clay.
It had 2 rooms and a small kitchen. There was no hot water, but it was clean and warm. She called it home with pride.
Every morning, Maria woke up early.
She made tortillas and fed the chickens. She did all her chores with a smile. Her heart was full of love for her baby.
Her baby's name was Juan. He had big brown eyes and a sweet laugh. He loved to hear his mother sing.
Her voice made him feel safe.
Maria carried Juan on her back.
She tied him with a soft cloth while she worked. Juan watched the world from his mother's back. He felt close to her all the time. Their village was small but beautiful. There were hills, flowers, and friendly animals.
Children played in the fields after school.
Life moved slowly and peacefully.
Maria had no car or phone.
She walked everywhere with Juan in her arms. The roads were dusty, but her spirit was strong. She never complained. Her neighbors respected her.
They said, "Maria is a good mother."
She helped others even when she had little. Her kindness was known by all. Juan was her world. She loved his small hands and soft hair. When he smiled, she forgot her worries. His joy was her strength. Maria did not have much money, but she always made sure Juan had food. Sometimes she ate less, so he could have more. That is the love of a mother. At night, Maria lit a small candle. She told Juan stories from her heart. He listened with wide eyes. Their bond grew stronger every day. The stars shone brightly over the village. The air was cool and calm. Maria held Juan close as he slept. She whispered, "I will always protect you." Maria dreamed of a better life for Juan. She wanted him to go to school. She wanted him to be happy and strong. Her dreams were full of hope. The village school was far away. But Maria said, one day, Juan will go there. She believed in his future. She believed in her love. Sometimes the rain made the roof leak. Maria used a pot to catch the water. She smiled and said, "It's okay, Juan." Her hope was stronger than her troubles. On sunny days, Maria sang while working. Juan clapped his hands with joy. His laugh filled the air. He was her sunshine. Maria's hands were rough from work, but they were gentle when she held Juan. He felt warm and safe in her arms. Love lived in her touch. The village had no shops. Maria grew corn and beans in her small garden. She cooked with love and care. Every meal was made with heart. Juan loved the smell of his mother's cooking. It made him feel happy and loved. Even simple food was special. It tasted like home. Every evening, Maria thanked the sky. She said, "Thank you for one more day." Her heart was full of faith. Her faith kept her strong. She washed Juan's clothes by hand. She used river water and soap. The clothes dried in the sun. Juan always smelled fresh and clean. The village had many mothers like Maria. They worked hard and loved deeply. They shared stories and laughter. Their lives were full of quiet strength. Maria had no husband. She raised Juan alone. Some days were hard, but she never gave up. Her love was enough. Juan followed her everywhere. He loved being near her. He smiled when she smiled. He learned from her every day. Maria taught Juan to be kind. "Always help others," she said. "Even when you have little." Her words became his guide. The trees around the village were tall and green. Birds sang every morning. Juan would point and giggle. Nature became his playground. Maria's garden was small but full. She grew tomatoes, onions, and herbs. She used them to make warm soup. Juan always asked for more. The sun rose early over the hills. Maria started her day with a prayer. She prayed for strength, health, and love. She always put Juan first. When Juan cried, Maria held him close. She rocked him gently and sang softly. Her song calmed his tears. Her arms were his safe place. Maria had big dreams but small steps. She believed every day mattered. She said, "Love grows little by little." Her life was proof of this. The village doctor came once a week. Maria always asked him questions. She wanted to learn more for Juan. His health was her top worry. Juan liked to watch animals. He laughed at goats and waved at cows. Maria laughed with him. Their joy was simple and real. Sometimes Maria sat outside at sunset. Juan sat on her lap quietly. They watched the sky turn orange and pink. Moments like these were magic. Maria kept old photos in a box. She showed Juan pictures of her parents. "They loved me like I love you," she said. Juan listened with wonder. Even without toys, Juan was happy. He played with sticks and stones. He used his imagination. Maria smiled at his joy. The village had one church. Maria and Juan walked there on Sundays. They lit candles and prayed. Faith was part of their life. Maria believed in hard work. She said, "Nothing comes easy." She taught Juan to be strong. Her words were full of wisdom. She wore simple clothes every day. But her heart was rich with love. Juan looked at her like a hero. And she truly was one. When Juan was sick, Maria stayed by his side. She cooled his head and sang lullabies. She did not sleep much. Her love never rested. The wind sometimes blew hard through the village. Maria shut the windows tight. She held Juan close until the storm passed. Her love was his shelter. Maria made a small toy from cloth for Juan. He hugged it every night. "Mama made this," he said. It became his treasure. Juan was growing fast. Maria noticed his new words and steps. She felt proud and a little sad. Time was moving, but her love stayed. She knew life would not be easy. But she also knew love was powerful. Love could make hard things feel lighter. Love could carry them forward. Maria did not have a loud voice. But her actions spoke loudly. Every day she showed love. Every day she gave her best. The village had few roads. But Maria walked them all for Juan. Each step was full of purpose. Her journey was one of love. Maria's story may seem small, but it is full of big lessons. Love, strength, and faith live in her heart. And they shine through in everything she does. Juan may have been just a baby, but his life was already touched by love. Maria gave him the best start. A start full of hope and warmth. Their home was not big, but it was filled with something greater than walls. It was filled with care, dreams, and heart. It was a home made of love. Chapter 2: The hard life Maria faced every day. Maria woke up before the sun. Her back hurt, but she stood up slowly. She had many things to do. Her day was just beginning. She made a fire to cook breakfast. There was no gas or oven. She used wood and matches. The smoke made her eyes sting. Maria boiled water for coffee. She had only a small cup of coffee. She drank it quietly. It gave her strength to start the day. Juan was still sleeping. She kissed his forehead gently. Then she went outside to sweep. The wind had blown dust everywhere. Maria walked to the river with a bucket. The walk was long and heavy. She needed water to wash clothes. Her arms were tired already. She washed clothes by hand. The cold water hurt her fingers. Still, she kept going. The clothes had to be clean. Maria cooked food with corn and beans. She had no meat today, but she made it with love. Juan would not go hungry. She cleaned the small house every day. The floor was made of dirt. She kept it neat with a broom. She wanted Juan to grow up in a clean home. Sometimes, the roof leaked when it rained. Maria used bowls to catch the water. She moved the bed to a dry spot. She fixed what she could. She had no washing machine. She had no fridge. Life was hard, but she smiled. She said, "We have each other." Maria walked to the market with a basket. She sold tortillas and vegetables. Sometimes people bought, sometimes they didn't. She never gave up. Her feet hurt from walking. Her back ached from bending. But she did not stop. She said, "I must work for Juan." Some days, she had no money left. She could not buy soap or oil. She felt sad inside. But she stayed strong for Juan. When Juan was sick, Maria stayed home. She used herbs and warm cloths. She held him close all night. She prayed he would get better. Maria did not have a doctor nearby. The clinic was far away. She worried every time Juan coughed. Her love was her medicine. Sometimes Maria worked in the fields. The sun was hot, and the work was hard. She picked corn and pulled weeds. Her hands were rough and tired. She wore old shoes with holes. Her dress had patches. But she still walked tall. She had pride in her work. At night, she made more tortillas to sell. Her hands moved quickly and carefully. Juan sat nearby playing with a stick. He watched his mother with love. She often missed meals. She gave the food to Juan. Her stomach was empty, but her heart was full. Love kept her going. Sometimes Maria cried quietly. She did not want Juan to see. She wiped her tears and smiled again. "I will be okay," she said. Maria faced each day with courage. The pain was real, but so was her strength. She never stopped trying. Her love was her power. Her neighbors sometimes helped. They gave her fruit or extra beans. Maria always said thank you. She knew the value of kindness. She saved coins in a small jar. Even one coin was precious. She said, "This is for Juan's future." Every coin was a dream. Maria fixed things with thread and string. She sewed Juan's clothes by hand. She learned from her mother. She passed down skills with love. The village had no lights at night. Maria used candles to see. She read old books to Juan. They shared moments by candlelight. When storms came, Maria held Juan close. The wind howled outside. She whispered, "I'm here." Her arms were his shelter. Maria had no rest day. Every day was full of work. But she never complained. She said, "Work is love in action." She did everything alone. No one brought her food. No one paid her for her work. But her heart was full of purpose. Sometimes she heard others laugh or rest. She felt tired and lonely. But then Juan laughed, and her heart lifted. His joy gave her strength. She used old clothes as blankets. The nights were cold in the village. She wrapped Juan tightly. She kept him warm with love. Maria had no time for herself. She gave all her time to Juan. Her life was not easy. But her love was deep. She taught Juan how to help. He brought her small things with a smile. He was only a child, but he cared. He learned from her love. Sometimes she looked at the hills and dreamed. She dreamed of a better house. She dreamed of shoes without holes. She dreamed for Juan. Maria never gave up. She said, "I fall down, but I get up." Every day was hard. But she faced it with hope. Even when tired, she danced with Juan. She sang songs from her childhood. Juan laughed and clapped. Their joy was stronger than their pain. She had no clock. She used the sun to tell time. She worked until it was dark. Her days were long and full. Maria's hands were cracked and dry. But they held so much love. Juan always reached for her hands. He trusted them more than anything. She cleaned with old rags. She used what she had. Nothing was wasted. Everything had a purpose. Sometimes she sold only a few things. She walked home with heavy steps. But Juan ran to her with hugs. That made her smile again. Maria taught Juan to say thank you. She said, "Always be kind." Even in her struggles, she gave love. That was her way. She carried firewood on her back. The path was steep and rocky. She stopped to rest, then kept going. Her strength was quiet and deep. Maria made toys from string and buttons. Juan loved them more than new toys. They laughed as they played. Love made the toys special. She saved broken things to fix later. Nothing was thrown away. She used her hands and heart to repair. Her home was small, but full of care. The sun burned her skin some days. But she kept working. She wore a hat with holes. Still, she never stopped. Maria knew each day would be hard. But she faced it with hope. Her heart was full of fire. That fire was love. Maria's story is one of pain and power. Every task was heavy. But her heart was light with love. And that love lit her way. Even without comfort, she smiled. Even without help, she stood strong. Even without rest, she worked. That is the power of a mother. Maria's life was not easy. But she showed what real strength looks like. She turned struggle into care. And pain into purpose. Chapter 3: A Mother's Dream for Her Son. Maria looked at Juan and smiled. He was growing fast. She touched his little hand and whispered, "You will have a better life." Her heart was full of dreams. She dreamed of Juan going to school. She wanted him to learn many things. She had never gone to school herself, but she believed Juan could. Maria wanted Juan to read books. She wanted him to love learning. She believed knowledge was powerful. It could open doors for him. Sometimes she closed her eyes and saw him in a classroom. He wore a clean shirt and held a pencil. He smiled at the teacher. Maria held that picture in her heart. She wanted him to be brave and kind. Help others when you grow up, she told him. Be good, even when life is hard. These were her words of love. Maria had big dreams, but little money. She didn't know how to pay for school. Still, she hoped and prayed. Her faith was strong. She saved coins in a small jar. Each coin was a step toward school. She hid the jar under the bed. It was her treasure. Every time she worked, she thought of Juan's future. Her tired hands were working for his tomorrow. She said, maybe I won't have much, but Juan will. That gave her strength. Sometimes people laughed at her dreams. They said, school costs too much. But Maria didn't stop dreaming. She said, where there is love, there is a way. She told Juan stories at night. They were about boys who became teachers, doctors, and builders. She said, you can be one too. Juan listened with wide eyes. Maria believed Juan could be anything. You are smart, she told him. You are strong. Her words planted seeds of hope. She wanted him to leave the village one day. Not because she hated it, but because she wanted more for him. More choices, more chances. More light in his path. She imagined Juan helping others one day. Maybe he would help poor families like theirs. Maybe he would build homes or treat sick children. Her dream was big because her love was big. Even when the roof leaked or food was low, she still believed. She said, we are poor today, but not forever. She taught Juan to dream too. Dreams were free and powerful. She watched other children going to school. Her heart ached a little. But then she told herself, Juan's day will come. And she kept working harder. Maria wrote Juan's name on a paper. She hung it on the wall. This is the name of a future student, she said. That paper gave her hope. She wanted him to be proud of who he was. Never be ashamed of where you come from, she said. Be proud of your mother. Be proud of your roots. Some nights Maria couldn't sleep. She thought about books, pencils, and school bags. She didn't have them yet. But she kept the dream alive. Maria believed every child has a light inside. She believed Juan's light would shine. She wanted the world to see it. She said, he is more than just poor. Juan asked once, Mama, will I go to school too? Maria hugged him tight. Yes, she said, with tears in her eyes. You will. She dreamed of the day he would write his name. She would clap and cheer. She would say, you did it, my son. That moment lived in her heart. Maria did not want gold or cars. She wanted books and a chair in a classroom. That was her wish. It was simple, but powerful. She dreamed of Juan walking across a stage one day. People clapped as he got his paper. Maria cried tears of joy. "That is my son," she would say. Every sacrifice she made had a reason. Every pain had a purpose. Every long day had hope. Juan's future was the reason. Maria spoke to the stars at night. "Help my son," she whispered. "Give him a better life." The stars listened silently. She saw children becoming men with strong voices. She imagined one speaking with confidence. She imagined him helping others with his words. That dream made her heart full. Even if her hands stayed empty, she wanted Juan's hands to hold success. Even if her feet stayed bare, she wanted Juan to walk on new roads. Even if she never left the village, Juan could see the world. That was her dream. She taught Juan to believe in himself. "You are not small," she said. "You are important." Her words became his strength. Maria believed poverty was not forever. She believed hard work and love could build a bridge. A bridge to a better life. One would cross it one day. She looked at his drawings on the wall. They were simple and full of dreams. One had a house with many books. "One day, that house will be yours," she said. One once drew a picture of her. He gave it to her with pride. She said, "This is my reward." That small paper meant the world to her. She told him, "Your mind is your power." She wanted him to think big. Even in a small home. Big dreams could grow there. She didn't care if people thought her dreams were silly. She said, "I don't dream for me. I dream for him." That made it all worth it. Maria believed in today and tomorrow. Today was hard. But tomorrow held hope. She lived between the two. She told Juan, "The world is big, and it needs your light." He smiled when she said that. Her dream became his dream. They shared it like a secret. Sometimes, she cried while holding his baby shoes. "These feet will go far," she said. She believed it with all her heart. That belief kept her going. She once saw a boy on the news becoming a doctor. She told Juan, "You can do that too." She never let him feel small. She always lifted him up. She taught him how to dream with respect. "Work hard," she said. "And stay kind." She believed kindness would make him great. Juan once said, "Mama, I will buy you a house." Maria smiled and held his face. "Just be happy, and I will have everything." That was enough for her. Every hard day was a brick. She was building something bit by bit. She said, "This is not just work. This is my gift for you." She had no map, but she had a dream. She didn't know the road, but she had faith. Juan was her direction. Love was her compass. Maria knew that dreams don't grow in rich places alone. They grow in strong hearts. Her heart was strong. Her dream was alive. She whispered to Juan as he slept, "I believe in you." She said it every night. Her voice was soft, but full of power. Her words became his future. Chapter 4: A Big Problem and a Bigger Decision. One morning, Juan woke up feeling cold. He was coughing a lot. Maria's heart beat fast.
She knew something was wrong.
She looked at his small face. His skin was pale. His eyes were tired.
Maria felt scared. Juan did not want to eat. His body was weak.
Maria held him close.
She whispered, "You will get better."
She wanted to take him to the doctor.
But the clinic was very far.
She had no money for the trip. Her worry grew bigger.
Maria searched for help.
She talked to neighbors and friends.
No one had money to lend. She felt alone but strong. Juan's cough got worse. He could not sleep well. Maria stayed awake all night.
She held his hand tightly. She prayed to God for help. "Please help my son," she said.
Her faith was deep.
She believed in miracles.
The next day, Maria took Juan to the village nurse. The nurse said, "Juan needs more help."
Maria felt her heart break. What could she do?
The nurse said Juan might need medicine. The medicine cost a lot. Maria counted her coins. She had only a little. Maria cried quietly at night. She felt tired and sad. But she did not give up. Juan needed her.
The village helped a little.
Some people gave food and coins. Maria was thankful.
She said, "Every little bit helps."
Juan's sickness was serious. Maria had to decide. Should she take him far away? It was a hard choice. She thought about the money.
It was not enough for a big trip. But Juan needed care.
Maria's heart said, "Go." She packed a small bag. Juan held her hand.
They started walking early. The sun was just rising.
The road was long and rocky. Maria was tired but strong.
She smiled at Juan. She said, "We are brave." They reached the town clinic.
The doctor looked at Juan.
He said, "Juan needs surgery." Maria felt scared but hopeful. The doctor explained the surgery.
It was important and could save Juan.
Maria listened carefully.
She wanted to say yes.
But the surgery was very expensive.
Maria had no money. She felt trapped.
Tears ran down her cheeks.
Maria thought hard. She wanted to say no.
But her heart said yes.
Juan's life was more important.
She made a big decision. She would find money somehow.
She would do anything for Juan.
Her love was stronger than fear.
Maria talked to the doctor again.
The doctor promised help.
He said, "We will find a way." That gave Maria hope. She went to the market to ask for help. Some people gave coins. Others gave food. Maria thanked everyone.
She sold some of her things.
Old clothes and tools. She kept walking and asking. Every step was for Juan. Juan smiled weakly.
He trusted his mother. He knew she was doing all she could.
That gave Maria strength. Maria stayed near Juan every day.
She held his hand before surgery. She whispered, "Be strong." Her voice was calm.
The surgery day came. Maria prayed all night.
She waited outside the room. Her heart was full of hope. After the surgery, Juan was sleepy. The doctor said it went well. Maria cried tears of joy. She hugged Juan gently. Juan slowly got better. Maria stayed by his side. She gave him food and water. She told him stories to cheer him. She thanked the nurses and doctors. She said, "Thank you for saving my son." Her heart was full of gratitude. She felt peace. Maria knew the road was not easy. But she had made a big choice. She had done everything. She was proud. She looked at Juan smiling. Her dream was still alive. Juan was a fighter. So was she. Maria said, "We are strong together." They walked home slowly. The village welcomed them back. Everyone was happy. Juan was tired but brave. He wanted to learn again. Maria promised, "You will go to school soon." Her hope was bigger than ever. She knew there would be more hard days. But she was ready. Her love was her shield. Her dream was her guide. Maria's big problem became a big decision. A decision full of love. A decision full of courage. A decision that saved Juan. Chapter 5: The gift Maria gave that changed everything. Maria looked at Juan's smile. It was the first smile in many days. She felt happy but worried. She knew sacrifices were coming. She thought about her small home. It was old but full of memories. She loved it dearly. But Juan needed more. Maria decided to sell her home. It was a big and hard choice. The house was all she had. But she wanted Juan's future. She told her neighbors and friends. "I am selling my house," she said softly. Some were surprised. But they understood her love. Maria found a buyer quickly. The man gave coins and a promise. Maria counted the money carefully. It was enough for Juan's school and medicine. She packed her things slowly. Memories filled every corner. She touched the walls one last time. Then she said goodbye. Juan watched quietly. He did not fully understand. But he knew Mama was doing something big. He smiled and held her hand. Maria rented a small room. It was not her house, but it was a home for now. She kept her promise to Juan. She said, "This is a new start." She bought books and pencils. She smiled seeing Juan's eyes shine. "Now you can learn," she said. Juan held the books tight. Maria gave up her old clothes. She gave them to others. She bought new clothes for Juan. She wanted him to feel proud. She stopped selling tortillas at the market. The work was too hard now. But she found a small job nearby. It was less money but more time. Maria's hands were tired from moving. Her back ached more than before. But she kept going. She said, "This is for Juan." She said goodbye to old friends. She promised to visit often. They hugged and cried. Maria felt their love. Juan started school with a big smile. Maria watched from afar. She felt pride inside. Her heart was full. She cooked less food for herself. She ate small meals. She made sure Juan had enough. Her hunger was his gift. Maria worked extra hours. She cleaned houses in the village. The money was small, but it was hope. She dreamed of Juan growing tall. She dreamed of him becoming a teacher. She dreamed of a bright future. That dream was her gift. Maria fixed Juan's clothes by hand. She sewed holes in tears. She smiled at his joy. "You look strong," she said. She never spoke of her tiredness. She never spoke of her pain. Her heart was full of love. That love was her strength. Maria saved every coin. She did not buy new shoes for herself. Her feet hurt in old shoes. But Juan had new shoes. She gave away her favorite blanket. It was old but soft. She wrapped Juan in a warm new blanket. He slept peacefully. Maria missed her old village. She missed the hills and rivers. But she saw Juan's bright face. That made her smile. She prayed every night. "Thank you for my son," she said. "Help us on this road." Her prayers were strong. Maria stayed strong for Juan. She showed him the power of love. She showed him the power of sacrifice. Her example was clear. Juan learned to work hard too. He helped Maria at home. He helped with small chores. He wanted to make her proud. Maria's sacrifices were many. But she never felt sorry. She said, "This is love in action." Love gave her courage. She told Juan stories about strong mothers. Mothers who gave everything. Mothers who never stopped dreaming. Juan listened carefully. Maria learned to read with Juan. They read together every night. Her dream was growing with him. Knowledge was their treasure. She watched Juan make new friends. He laughed and played at school. Maria felt peace in her heart. She said, "This is worth it." Maria bought medicine when Juan was sick. She never missed a day. Her love kept him healthy. Her gift saved his life. She learned to say no to herself. "Not now," she said. "This is for Juan's future." That was her power. Maria smiled when Juan wrote his first word. It was a hard word. But Juan was proud. Maria was proud too. She told Juan, "You are my greatest gift." He smiled and hugged her. Their love was strong. It was a light in the dark. Maria faced many hard days. But she never gave up. She kept her promise to Juan. She was his biggest fan. She dreamed of a new home again. A home with light and books. A home full of laughter. That dream kept her going. Maria knew sacrifices were hard. But love made them easier. She said, "Love is the greatest gift." It is the gift she gave Juan. She hugged Juan every night. She whispered, "You are my future." Her voice was soft and strong. Her gift was hope. Juan grew stronger every day. He learned and smiled. Maria saw her dreams coming true. That made her heart sing. She told Juan, "Never forget where you come from. Be kind and work hard." Her lessons were simple. Her love was endless. Maria's story is about sacrifice. About love that never ends. About a mother's gift that changed everything. Chapter 6: A New Beginning for Little Juan. Juan woke up feeling strong. His cough was gone. He smiled at Maria. She felt happy inside. Maria cooked warm food for him. He ate every bite. His body grew healthy. She thanked God. Juan put on clean clothes. He looked at himself in the mirror. He smiled with pride. Maria smiled too. The first day of school came. Juan held Maria's hand tight. They walked to the school together. The sun was shining. Juan saw many children. They laughed and played. He felt a little shy. Maria said, "Be brave." The teacher smiled and said hello. Juan sat on a small chair. He looked at the big blackboard. Everything was new. Maria waited outside school. She hoped Juan would be okay. She saw him smile through the window. Her heart was full. Juan learned letters and numbers. He said them out loud. Maria listened and cheered. She was proud. Juan made new friends. They played games together. He laughed loudly. Maria felt joy. Maria bought a small backpack. She put books and pencils inside. Juan carried it proudly. He was ready to learn. Every morning, Juan woke up early. He ate breakfast fast. He put on his shoes. He said, "I love school." Maria worked near the school now. She could see Juan from a window. She smiled all day. Her dream was real. Juan's teachers said he was smart. He learned quickly. He asked many questions. Maria felt proud. Sometimes Juan fell and cried. Maria was always there. She wiped his tears. She said, "Try again." Juan learned to write his name. He wrote Juan on paper. Maria kept it safe. It was a treasure. Juan's health stayed strong. He played outside with friends. He ran and laughed. Maria watched happily. Maria taught Juan at home. She helped him read. They read stories together. It was their time. Juan learned about animals and plants. He loved nature. Maria took him to the hills. They learned together. Maria saved money for school supplies. She wanted Juan to have everything. New books, new shoes, new clothes. Juan deserved it. Juan's teachers praised him. "You are a good boy," they said. Juan smiled wide. Maria felt hope. Juan helped Maria at home. He cleaned and cooked small meals. He wanted to help. Maria said, "Thank you." Maria met other mothers at school. They shared stories and advice. She made new friends. She felt happy. Juan dreamed about being a teacher. He told Maria, "I want to help others."
Maria smiled and said, "You can." Maria took Juan to the library. It was full of books.
Juan touched the pages.
He wanted to learn more. Juan learned to count to 100. He counted apples and stones. Maria cheered every time. Learning was fun. Juan's school had a garden. He planted seeds with friends. He watered the plants. He watched them grow. Maria bought Juan a notebook.
He wrote stories and drawings.
His creativity grew.
Maria loved his work.
Juan's teacher gave him a gold star. He showed it to Maria.
She hugged him tightly.
"You are amazing." Maria told Juan, "You are my pride." Juan looked at her. "I love you," he said. Their love was strong. Juan learned to sing songs. He sang for Maria at home. She clapped and smiled.
Music filled their hearts.
Juan stayed healthy and strong. He ran and played every day. Maria was grateful. She said, "Thank you, God." Juan's school had a small party. He wore his best clothes. He danced with friends. Maria watched with tears. Maria dreamed of Juan's future. She saw him in a big school.
She saw him happy and free. Her dream was alive.
Juan learned about numbers and colors. He loved to draw. Maria helped him practice. They worked together. Juan made a big card for Maria. It said, "Thank you, Mama." Maria cried happily. It was her best gift. Juan learned to say please and thank you. Maria taught him good manners. She wanted him to be kind. Kindness was important. Juan wanted to read books every day. Maria bought a new book. They read before bed. It was their special time. Maria told Juan, "You are my sunshine."
Juan smiled and hugged her.
Their hearts were one. They were happy. Juan's future was bright.
Maria knew this was just the start.
They had many dreams ahead. They would reach them together. Chapter 7: What we can learn from Maria's love. Maria's love is very strong. She gave everything for Juan.
Her love never stopped.
This is a special kind of love.
She showed us what hope means. Even when times were hard, she kept going.
Hope is a light in the dark. We can all hold on to hope.
Maria made big sacrifices.
She gave up many things. But she never gave up on Juan. That is true love.
Her love was full of courage.
She was brave every day. She showed us how to be strong. We can be brave like Maria. Maria believed in dreams.
She dreamed of a better future. Her dreams helped her keep going.
We should always have dreams.
Her story teaches us to never stop trying.
Even when things are hard, we can find a way. We just need to believe. Maria's love is an example for everyone. It shows us how to care, how to give without expecting. That is true kindness. She taught Juan about love, about work and hope, about being kind and strong. We can learn these lessons too. Maria's love is like a light.
It shines bright in hard times.
It gives us courage and strength. We can be that light. Her story is about family.
About the special bond between mother and child.
Family love is very powerful. We must cherish it. Maria's heart was full of faith. She prayed every day. Faith helped her keep going. We can have faith too.
She showed us how to be patient.
Sometimes help takes time.
But patience helps us wait.
We should be patient like Maria.
Maria never lost her smile. Even when she was tired.
A smile can help us feel better. We can smile like Maria. Her love was simple but big.
It did not need money. It needed care and time.
We can give love every day. Maria's story teaches us about giving. Giving time, love, and hope. Giving is a gift. We can all give.
She teaches us to help others.
To share what we have. Helping makes us strong. We can help people around us.
Maria's strength came from love.
Love gave her power.
Love helped her move mountains.
We have love inside us too.
Her story shows us the power of sacrifice.
Giving up something for someone else. Sacrifice is hard but good. We can learn to sacrifice.
Maria teaches us to believe in miracles. She believed help would come.
And it did. We can believe in miracles too.
Her journey was long and hard.
But she never quit. She kept moving forward. We should never give up. Maria's love teaches us hope is alive. Hope can change lives. Hope is in our hearts. Let's keep hope alive. She shows us that one person can make a difference.
One mother's love saved a child.
One small act is big. We can make a difference. Maria's story is about kindness. Kindness helps the world. It starts with us. We can be kind every day.
Her love was quiet but strong.
It did not shout. It was steady and true. Our love can be like that.
Maria teaches us to believe in ourselves.
She believed she could help one. We must believe in ourselves too.
Belief brings power. Her story shows the power of faith.
Faith helped her face problems. Faith gave her peace. We can find faith too. Maria's love teaches us patience.
Patience helps us wait for good things.
Patience is a gift. Let's be patient like Maria. She shows us the power of hope. Hope keeps us alive. Hope is our friend. We can hold on to hope. Maria's story teaches us courage.
Courage helps us fight hard days.
Courage is inside us all. We can be courageous.
Her love teaches us to be strong for others. Sometimes others need us.
We can be their strength. We can be strong like Maria. Maria's love teaches us about sacrifice. Giving up for others shows love. Sacrifice is not easy. But it is powerful.
Her story shows us how love can change lives.
Love is the strongest force. Love gives us hope. Love is the answer. Maria's journey teaches us to never stop dreaming. Dreams guide us forward. Dreams make life bright. Let's keep dreaming. She teaches us to help and share. Helping others is good. Sharing makes us happy. We can share love today. Maria's love is a lesson for all. A lesson of strength and hope. A lesson of kindness. We can learn from Maria. Her story teaches us the value of family. Family is our home. Family gives us love. We should love family. Maria's love teaches us faith is strong. Faith helps us face storms. Faith gives us peace. Let's have faith. Her story shows that love never fails. Love stays with us always. Love heals and helps. We can trust love. Maria teaches us to believe in good. Good things can happen. Good comes from love. Let's believe in good. Her love teaches us to be patient and kind. Kindness changes the world. Patience helps us wait. We can be patient and kind. Maria's story is about hope and love. Hope keeps us alive. Love keeps us strong. Let's keep hope and love. Maria's love teaches us to never lose faith. Faith is a light. Faith guides us home. We can keep faith. Her story teaches us to be brave every day. Bravery helps us fight. Bravery helps us smile. We can be brave. Maria's love shows us the power of dreams. Dreams give us strength. Dreams keep us moving. Let's never stop dreaming. Chapter 8, Behind the Story, Why We Shared This With You. This story touched my heart deeply. Maria's love is very strong. I wanted to share it with you. Because love is for everyone. I know life can be hard. We all face problems. But stories like Maria's show hope. Hope helps us keep going. Maria's courage inspired me. She never gave up on Juan. That is true strength. I hope it inspires you too. I believe everyone has a story. Stories teach us and connect us. Maria's story is special. It shows the power of love. I want you to know you are not alone. Like Maria, you can be strong. Like Juan, you can dream. We all have hope. This story is for all mothers. For all children too. For all who believe in love. We are one big family. I chose this story because it is simple, but full of meaning. It shows love, hope, and courage. Things we all need. Maria's love is a light. It shines in the dark. I want to share that light. So you feel hope today. This story is a reminder. No matter where you are, love matters. Love changes lives. Love is powerful. I shared Maria's story for you. To remind you of your strength. To show love's power. To bring hope to your heart. Sometimes, we all need to hear a story. A story that lifts us up. Maria's story does that. I hope it does for you. I wanted to show real life. Not just happy moments. Life has struggles. But love helps us through. Maria's sacrifice is a lesson. Sometimes we give up for others. That is love. That is strength. I hope you feel inspired today. Inspired to be kind and brave. Inspired to love more. Inspired to dream big. Maria's story is about small miracles. Little acts that change everything. I want you to see those miracles. They are everywhere. I hope this story touches your heart. Like it touched mine. I want you to feel hope. Because hope can change lives. I shared this story to remind us all. We are stronger together. Love connects us. Love makes us family. Maria's story shows us courage. Courage to keep going. Courage to believe. Courage to love. I want to thank you for watching. For sharing your time with me. Stories bring us closer. And I am happy to share. This story is about more than Maria and Juan. It is about all of us. Our dreams and our love. Our strength and hope. I want you to remember one thing. Love is the greatest power. It can change the world. It starts with you. Maria's love is a model for us. How to be patient and strong. How to never stop dreaming. How to care deeply. I hope you share this story with friends and family, so more people feel hope. So love spreads far. I want to connect with you, to share stories that matter, stories that inspire and teach, stories from the heart. Maria's story shows we all have power. Power to change lives. Power to give love. Power to dream. I hope you feel encouraged. Encouraged to be brave. Encouraged to keep trying. Encouraged to love. I believe in the power of stories. Stories help us grow. Stories make us better. Stories bring hope. This story is about heart and courage. About choosing love every day. About never giving up. About believing in miracles. I hope you see yourself in Maria. A person who loves deeply. Who faces hard days. Who never stops hoping. I wanted to share this story because it is true. True stories touch the soul. True stories teach us. True stories change us. Maria's story shows kindness. Kindness to others and ourselves. Kindness is needed now. I hope you feel that kindness. I want this story to help you. Help you believe in love. Help you believe in dreams. Help you believe in you. Maria's journey is a light. A light for hard times. A light to show the way. I hope it lights your path. I hope you find strength in this story. Strength to face your own challenges. Strength to keep moving forward. Strength to love. Thank you for listening to Maria's story. Thank you for opening your heart. Thank you for believing in love. Thank you for being here. I believe love is the answer. Love is the key to happiness. Love heals and grows. Love is our gift. I hope this story stays with you. Stays in your heart. Stays as a reminder. That love never ends. Maria's love is simple but great. Great enough to change a life. Great enough to inspire many. Great enough to teach us. I want you to feel hope today. Hope that things can get better. Hope that love wins. Hope that dreams come true. Maria's story is for everyone.
For those who need courage. For those who need love. For those who need hope.
Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sharing your time. I hope Maria's story helped you. I hope you feel inspired. I look forward to sharing more stories. Stories that touch the heart. Stories that teach us. Stories that bring us together. Remember, you are never alone. Love is always with you. Dreams are always alive. Hope is always here. Maria's gift to Juan was very special. It was full of love and hope. Love can shine even in dark times. We can all share this light. If this story made you feel something, please like it. Your likes help us tell more stories. Every like is a thank you. It shows you care. Subscribe to our channel for more stories. We share true stories from all over the world. Stories that teach and inspire. Join our big family today. Tell us in the comments what a mother's gift means to you. Your words can inspire others. We want to hear your thoughts. Your voice is important here. Sharing love is a powerful thing. One story can change a heart. One heart can change a life. Let's share love together. Maria showed us that love is strong. It can change the world. You have that power too. Use your love every day. When you like and subscribe, you help us grow. More people can hear these stories. More people can feel hope. You make this happen.
A mother's gift is not just things. It is care, hope, and sacrifice.
These gifts last forever. They live in our hearts. We want to bring you more stories like Maria's. Stories that touch your heart. Stories that help you believe. Stay with us for more. Your comment matters to us. Tell us your story too. Sharing helps us connect. We are stronger together. Maria's love is a lesson for us all. A lesson to never give up. To keep hoping and caring. We can learn from her. If you know someone like Maria, share this video. Let them feel loved and seen. Everyone deserves hope. Let's spread kindness. Every story is a gift. Each one holds truth and love. When you like and subscribe, you help keep the gift alive. Thank you for that.
A mother's gift is powerful. It shows how love is endless.
Love is a light in the dark. Let's be that light. Your support means a lot.
It helps us tell more true stories.
Together, we can inspire the world. Thank you for watching. We want to hear your ideas too. What does love mean to you? How do you show love? Share with us below. Maria's story is one of many. There are so many more to tell. With your help, we can share them all. Join us on this journey. Love is a choice we make every day. Maria chose love for Juan. We can choose love too. Let's make the world kinder. Thank you for being part of this story. For caring about Maria and Juan. For sharing hope and love. You make a difference. When you like this video, you help others find it. More people can learn and feel inspired. Your small action has big power. Keep spreading love.
A mother's gift is a lesson in courage. It shows how to be strong.
Strong for those we love. We can all be strong.
If you want more stories like this, subscribe now. We bring you stories of hope and courage.
Stories from real people. Don't miss out.
Your comments create a community. A place where love grows. Where stories connect us.
Join the conversation today. Maria's gift is a symbol of hope. A hope we all need.
When you share this video, you share hope.
Let's spread hope far and wide. We believe in the power of stories.
Stories that change hearts and minds.
Stories that bring light. Thank you for letting us share with you.
A mother's gift teaches us to give.
To give love, time, and care.
These gifts make the world better.
Let's give together. Thank you for watching until the end. Your time means the world to us.
Please like, subscribe, and comment.
Together, we can change lives. Let's keep sharing love, one story at a time. Maria's gift will live in many hearts. Yours included. Thank you for being here. Remember, love is a light. A light that never goes out. Keep shining it every day. You have the power.